Hey Warriors, welcome to Warrior Wednesday. Today is Ash Wednesday, and it's also the first week of March. And so, who here is marching into their greatness? If that's you, say I, so I can see you marching into your greatness. And if you're on here live, say hello or say what's up, so I can see you and acknowledge you. And if you're catching the replay, comment with hashtag replay so I can give you some love and say thanks for watching the replay. So, if we haven't met yet, my name is Zena Solomon, and I'm here to support you in reinventing yourself so you can create a life by design, life and business by design versus a life and business by default. And in the process, be in alignment with your vision, values, life purpose, and also create possibility for yourself. And so, since we're in March, we're in the beginning, first stretch of March, I figured one of the things that we can talk about today is what are some ways for you to be the best version of yourself, and also how you can really step into your greatness and create the greatness that you want to create in your life. So if you're excited, say I'm excited so I can see you. And if you're catching the replay, I also want to see you engage as well. So one of the things that fascinated me when I was in my corporate career was how top performers were performing and what really had top performers stand out. And that always fascinated me because top performers in any setting, whether it's a professional setting, whether it's a athletic setting, a business setting, they tend to have the same qualities. And so, and what really differentiates them from the average or mediocre person is quite a few things. And so I have some ways for you that will support you in being the best version of yourself, if that's your vision for this year. And we're actually going to do that in a two-part series because today we're going to cover part one, and then next Wednesday on Warrior Wednesday, we will do part two. And so there are 10 ways for you to access your greatness and also step into your greatness and create the greatness that you want to create. So there is a quote. Hey, Jeff, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. So there is a quote by Shakespeare that I posted on social media this morning that I really love, and I want to share it with you guys on here. And the quote is, "Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them." Now, I'm a huge fan of Shakespeare. I studied Shakespeare in undergrad. I've done a lot of his work, love his work. So that's something. Now, do you know in your heart of hearts that you are playing a very, very small game? Do you know, or do you find yourself that you want to play a bigger game, but you're too afraid, or you don't know what it'll take, or whatever the case is? So if that's you, say hi, or say, yeah, that's me. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Diana. Welcome. And so the intention behind this video is I want to give you some access points so you can find ways where you can create your greatness, really step into it. So one of the first ways that you want to do that is really make a decision, right? So make a decision and commit that you want to be great, right? Like I can't make that decision for you, right? You either choose to be great or not. So if you are one of those people that wants to be mediocre, live average, and just be like status quo, then I'm going to invite you just to hop off of this video because this message is not for you. I'm going to be straight up bold and say that, all right? But if you're someone that feels called to be great, be the best, do something, be a contribution, really make a difference in the world, and really want to be the best version of yourself, then this is for you. Then you're in the right place, right time, okay? So the first space really is to make a decision. Decide and commit that you want to be the best. So one of my visions for this year is I want to be the best in everything that I step into. So I want to be the best coach. I'm committed to being the best coach. I'm committed to being the best in everything that I want to step into. And I want to differentiate something for you real quick. Being the best does not mean being perfect, because perfection is not attained. It's actually an idea. And so being the best is being the best version of you in the moment. And there's always an opportunity to be the next best version of yourself. And so that's something I invite you to really, really look into. So that's number one. Now, number two, one of the ways that you can step into your greatness and also be the best is to build confidence in areas that you're not confident in. And one of the ways you build confidence is you actually practice. You build that muscle, really, right? So you build the muscle of confidence and courage in areas that you're so uncomfortable with, that you're not that scares you really at the end of the day. And what that does is when you gradually build the confidence in yourself, you're growing that confidence and courage muscle, and you're having that fear muscle atrophy and get smaller and smaller and smaller. And that comes with practice and also comes with commitment. So you get to really step into that and look at, okay, I'm going to build confidence. These are areas that I'm not really good at, and I want to build confidence in it. And so there's also a distinction between skill set and mindset in terms of building your confidence. So look at areas where you want to build your skill set in and build the confidence muscle in the skill set space. And also notice what part of that you want to step into that is more mindset versus skill set. Because not everything is a skill set space. A lot of it is actually most of what we do is mindset, really. Skill set, if you're pretty smart, which I'm sure you are, you will catch on very quickly, okay? So I just want to create that distinction for you. And you want to take huge risks, really, at the end of the day. That's part of building confidence and courage, is taking huge risks, okay? So number 3 is you want to notice when you dim your own light. So I want you to notice if you're in any setting or whatever that looks like, what really triggers you to dim your light and what is that about? So that's a part of you really stepping into your growth and your opportunity and looking at, why am I dimming my own light? What's that about? And I want you to get really curious here, not from a space of judging or criticizing yourself or beating yourself up, but truly from a space of wanting to grow and wanting to. I got an incoming call. All right, so connect with what dims, like what dims your light, or what has you dim your own light. Okay. Then you also number 4 is you want to compete with yourself. So don't compare yourself to other people. Focus on competing with yourself and being the best version of you by doing your best, and also take responsibility for your actions. Don't be a victim of what happened. Just choose to take a responsibility and say, how am I responsible for this? How can I take ownership of this? And look at, how can I be the best version of me in this moment, in this time frame, in this project, in whatever that looks like for you, okay? So that's that. So compete with yourself, okay? Finally, is you want to keep your word to yourself and also keep your word to others. And what I want to say about that is, a lot of people don't achieve goals for themselves because they let other things take them away from what they're truly committed to, and they don't keep their words to themselves. What I mean by that is they don't keep the promises to themselves. And chances are, if you don't keep promises to yourself, you probably don't keep promises to other people. You know what I mean? That's most likely, right? Or it's a hit or miss in that space. So I invite you to really connect with, do you keep your word to yourself? Do you keep your promises to yourself? And if you don't, then that's an opportunity for you to shift and see what will it take from you to be your best, to step into keeping your word to yourself. So those are 5 ways that you can step into your greatness. Next week, I'm going to be going over the other 5 ways that you can step into your greatness. And my mission for you, because you are a warrior and my warriors have missions, okay? So you get to pick a way that will move you forward into your greatness. And I invite you to share what that way is for you out of the 5 that I shared. So my request is that you get to share, and also tag someone who you see is great and is wonderful, and let them know that they are great and they are wonderful, and invite them to tune in to this video as well. So that's a wrap. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Love you. And I will catch you next week. Same time, same place, same station. Warrior Wednesday, 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock Eastern. Ciao for now. Sayonara.